I just got this package in from Bold Precious Metals. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. It has some collectible bullion in it. And I'm also going to talk about if it's a better time to be buying the collectible stuff or to be sticking with the stackable silver. So please stay tuned.
Stacking Cat.
Hello there, everyone, and welcome to the Stacking Kat channel, where I talk all things silver with a little bit of gold. Please don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell. And if you enjoy what you see, to hit that like button and share this video. Okay, so I got this package in from Bold Precious Metals. I ordered it probably about 6 weeks ago. One of the coins was held up as a back order. I was fortunate enough to get in right before that big February 1st explosion in premiums, so I got it at a pretty good price, and it's going to lead me to talk about something as I go along in the video, which is, are the premiums just too high to be buying the stackable silver right now, or is it maybe more advantageous to purchase some of the collectible stuff? There's a little more parity in the premiums, which usually isn't the case, as the collectible stuff is generally a little bit higher. Okay, so I'm going to get into all of that. Let me open up this package. You know, Bold always ships in these little yellow envelopes, which makes it a little bit easier to open and a lot more secure than the US Mint. If you guys just saw my recent video from the other day when I opened up the 2021 proof, you notice that the US Mint's packaging is lackluster. And that's actually a good term for it. That's like its best case scenario. They need to step up their game there. Okay, a few other things. I think I only have an invoice in there. All right, so I'm going to open these up and let's check out what I got. Okay, so here we are. I'm probably giving it away a little bit. As you guys can see, I have a few different coins and rounds out here that go along with the series of coins that I just purchased. But before I get into that, I do want to go over some channel mail that I just got in, and that comes from Silver Oceans. So you guys can see his sticker right here. Really cool sticker. I will leave a link down in the description box to his channel, so go ahead and link to that and check it out. A great member of the community. And he also included a coin, it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that open right now. I have no idea what this is. I want to make sure I'm not cutting anything good, but thank you for packaging it up nice. You know what? Let me just kind of break this apart off camera.
Few moments later.
And let's see exactly what it is. Wow. República de Nicaragua, 1980 Sandino. Wow, thank you so much, Silver Oceans. I will definitely be putting this into my collection. I do not have much foreign coinage other than Canadian and Mexican. So this is really cool. En Dios confiamos. Wow, thank you so much, my friend. I really do appreciate it. And everybody down there, link to his channel and check him out. Give him a sub, give him some likes. So thank you so much, Silver Oceans. So just put that down right there. And let's get into what we have. And the first one is the fourth and final in the Royal Australian Mint's Shipwreck series. Now this one has been out for a little bit of time. Like I said, I ordered this back at the end of January. It just came in now. This is the Zewick from 1727. Take a good look at the ship right there. They did a really good job with this series. Of course, it has the uniqueness of the triangle design, which is really fun as well. Let's go here to the obverse. Or is this the reverse? I don't know. Either way, so you can see that it looks like they are rebuilding a ship. So actually what happened was this ship did crash on June 9th of 1727. It hit a reef 37 miles off the coast of Western Australia. And I believe it was over 230 men on board. 88 of them survived, and they rebuilt a ship called the Slow P. I know I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly, but it's the Slow P, and they were able to start constructing that ship in the fall of 1727, and were able to launch out in the spring of 1728 and made it to their final destination of Batavia, I believe in April of that year. Out of the 88 men that survived initially and went on the second voyage, 6 of them were lost along the way, so 82 survived. So a pretty good success story. I mean, I know they lost a lot of men, but back then to have a third of them survive for nearly a year off the coast of Australia, which is of course one of the more rugged coasts in the entire world. So a really cool coin. I like how they paid tribute to all this stuff. There is a shipwreck museum down there in Western Australia. If I ever make it down there, I will for sure be checking that out. So that is, I believe this is the 4th and final in this collection. So the Zeewick. Let's put that back there. Okay. There we go. And coin number 2 is the latest addition in the Germania Mint, the Allegories. This is Germania and Italia. Or Italia. Okay, so the new edition, of course, they had the Britannia, which was the first, followed by the Columbia. And this is number 3. I do not know when this specific series is going to end. I think they're going to keep going. There's also some different female personifications, such as Polonia for Poland, which would make sense since the Germania Mint is located in Poland. Surprised they didn't do that one earlier, actually. So we'll see if that one comes out. Of course, another one is the Halavisha. You guys are probably all familiar with that from the gold coin that has come out from Switzerland back in the late 1800s, early 1900s. And then, of course, the same reverse that we see on all of them. Really intricate designs. I enjoy collecting all the Germania Mint stuff. I have all of the 1 ounce versions of each of the rounds that they have put out. So yeah, just another fun series to collect. And I will be talking about that in just a moment here. But I did get one more coin. I'm going to have to put on my gloves for this one. It did not come in a capsule. It is a new release from St. Helena. And this is the 2021. And then I just touched it, of course, with my bare hand. But this is the 2021 Queen's Virtue Victory. So I know a lot of you have seen this coin out there. Now, this is the first in the series. There are anticipating 6 different coins that they're putting out through this St. Helena series. To be totally honest, I only bought this because I wanted to get over that $99 free shipping that Bold had. So, you know, this seemed like a pretty good pick. There we go. Victory through Harmony. Really good design. Paying homage to the Queen. So we'll see how this series does. I don't know if I'll be collecting it in the future. And it really just depends if it is going to be a hype series or not. There's so many series nowadays that, you know, some of them become a dime a dozen and some of them become a lot more collectible. So we'll see what happens here. It was a really low premium when I bought it, so just decided to add it on in. And, you know, nice addition to, I don't know, this might be more of a stackable coin. We'll see what happens. I don't know. But that's going to get me into my next topic, which is stacking versus collecting. it's usually a topic that is talked about in a different context when prices are a lot different. You see a lot more of the collector type coins that will be selling for a significantly higher premium. However, since February 1st, when the premiums started to balloon for all types of coinage, we have seen a lot more parity when it comes to the prices of these types of coins. I was just checking out the Germania and Italia. Actually, it's back there now. Before I did this video, just to see where the price difference was. And the price right now, the premium is about a couple dollars higher than it was when I purchased it. However, when it comes to something like an American Silver Eagle here, the premium is a lot higher compared to where it was just at that time. And I will put up here on the screen the premium for the American Silver Eagles here at Bold are over $10 per ounce. So, you're getting pretty much the same bang for the buck when it comes to buying this collectible silver bullion. And that really kind of leads into which is better to purchase right now and really how to differentiate between your collection and your stack. Now with your stack, with these Eagles, for example, this is something or coins that you're probably going to hold for the long term. Maybe cash them in down the road when you retire, or maybe if silver jumps up, doubles in price. Who knows what your motivation is? Maybe you're going to pass them on to your kids, but that is more of a long-term hold. And when it comes down to the collection, at least for me, it's cool to own this stuff right now, but collectibles are becoming a little more common. They started to become more ubiquitous throughout the silver bullion industry. I want to say with the Queen's Beast was probably the first big collector series that was put out. And now, of course, you have the Shipwreck series, you have the Germania Mint, the Allegory series. You have a lot of other different ones. We've seen the Charlie Brown come out recently. You have the comic book stuff like the Marvel out there. You have the Star Wars. Just a bunch of different series have been put out here in the last 5 or so years. But it's not the same, though, as silver coins like the Kookaburra or the Panda, which have been both around for a little over 30 years now. And the only real difference between those and, let's say, an American Silver Eagle or a Canadian Maple Leaf is that they change the design every year. So I know a lot of people like to call those semi-numismatic for that reason. However, I believe these have kind of taken over that mantle. These collector series, which are generally low mintage, you'll find them in, I don't know, typically under 50,000 coins, a lot of times 25,000 or less. They have an end date in sight, like the Shipwreck series, there's only 4 of them. Remains to be seen what the Germania Mint's going to do with their allegories. But of course, you also have the Queen's Virtue or Queen's Victory series, which is going to be 6. You have the Eastern Caribbean 8. You have quite a few different series out there. Now, they're all not created equal. Some of them do have a lot higher premiums associated with them, but also a lot higher of a resale value. Of course, the new Black Flag was just released, which will be the 3rd in that series. I have one of those on the way. We'll talk about the design when it comes in, but it was one of those things. Might as well keep the collection going in that regard. But you have to ask yourself, where will these different coins be, let's say, 10 years from now? Is it going to be a situation where you'd be able to sell, let's say, those 4? You might get a really good price on them as time goes on. Remember, they're still relatively new. There's not that many series if you go back like 20, 25 years to compare them to. However, with coins like the American Silver Eagle, or even like a generic Buffalo, or any other generic for that matter, or a lot of the other highly minted and produced bullion coins such as the Britannia, the Maple Leaf, the Kangaroo, the Philharmonic, the Krugerrand, all of those will be the same. If history or if the past tells us anything, that will be the case. So let's say 10, 15 years from now, regardless of what the price of silver is, when you go back to sell this Eagle, you'll probably get somewhere between +2 to +3, maybe more depending where you're at, maybe less depending where you sell it to. But will this series be like plus, I don't know, 50 at the time? Like the initial coin that came out here in the Shipwreck series, the Batavia, this thing is going right now on eBay, probably for $60 or $70, which is double the price of silver, even more than double the price of silver. And so that really kind of provides a glimpse into the potential for these. Now, a lot of people, or some people, I should say, like to buy these in full rolls and maybe flip them right away to make a little bit of extra money. However, I just buy one. I just like collecting the series. I don't have any type of attachment to any of these. If the right deal came along, I would go ahead and sell it and put my money elsewhere into maybe another investment or into more precious metals. But, right now it looks like that this could be the way to go with the collectible bullion. Just, like I mentioned earlier, with the parity of price, when you're paying maybe a $12 to $15 premium on one of these germanium mint rounds versus a $10 premium on an American Silver Eagle, you have to ask yourself down the road which one is going to just hold more value. I would think it's going to be one of these collectible series, especially, you see the success of the Queen's Beast. Of course, we're going to have to wait and see what happens. Maybe people will forget about them. I don't know, but I don't really see that happening. I think that, some of these series are going to hold a lot of value, increase in value as time goes on. When all things created equal, though, I would probably rather just stack based on whatever the premium may be at the time, just because that's going to give you more consistent value, because you just know exactly what it's going to be. Like I said, if you have a 2012 American Silver Eagle, it's really no different than a 2019 American Silver Eagle. Same with a lot of the other big bullion coins. But with these collectible series, now I'm not talking about the numismatic stuff like an old Morgan dollar and a slab or something like that. That's a entirely different category that a lot of coin collectors, a lot of stackers are into as well. This is a relatively new phenomenon, so we'll just see how it goes in the future. But I think the collectible bullion, if you're ever going to get into it or buy any of these series, now is the time to do it. Just why the premiums are so close together with your regular stackable silver. Okay, so I hope you guys all enjoyed this discussion and, some of these beautiful silver coins and rounds out here. And once again, thank you to Silver Oceans. I really do appreciate the coin and the sticker. Go subscribe to his channel. And thank you all for watching. And if you'd like to see similar videos about silver with a little bit of gold, then please subscribe and push that notification bell, smash that like button, and leave a comment. And until next time, this is the Stacking Cat.